Tonight, I can't drive 55, and neither can you if you're not in Spokane. Sounds like baby needs a new pair of lanes. Also, 99 bottles of ideas on the wall. 99 bottles of ideas. Take one down, pass it around, and find out why I'm bad at math. And finally, it might be time to have your internal organs appraised. After all, you're gonna have to sell a few if you're not buying a home in the Spokane area. Wake up, world. The bell has rung and school is in session. This is the Acceleration Report. Hello, Spokane, and those of you who wish you were from Spokane. This is another edition of the Acceleration Report. Let's get right to our top stories. Topping our stories, Greater Spokane Incorporated held its annual meeting where 1,000 business people and regional investors attended. It was also host to Rich Karlgaard from Forbes magazine, who had some very encouraging things to say about the Spokane area and the idea of doing business in the Greater Spokane area. Also in the news, a big win for Spokane. Blu-ray Technologies, manufacturer of Blu-ray discs and DVD HD discs, is manufacturing these in the Spokane area. So not only are these high-tech discs being produced in the U.S., they're also being produced right here in Spokane. Also, Greater Spokane and local government have teamed up and have released a new website, selectspokane.com. This is the perfect tool for site selectors and those looking to locate in and around the Spokane area. If you are one of these people, go to selectspokane.com and learn more about the areas where you could locate a business. Speaking of business, business and tourism are both up in the Spokane region. They're up 7.4% over last year in terms of air travel. Now, I am told that this has nothing to do with the recent air traffic debacle in the Memphis area. Congratulations are in order for Inland Northwest Health Services and President and CEO Tom Fritz. They recently hosted the National Medical Informatics Symposium. Now, INHS has been receiving huge accolades recently and has become something of a national medical industry model, so keep an eye out on INHS. Finally, a public service announcement for those of you living in and around the Puget Sound area. The Multiple Listing Service recently reported that the average price of a single-family home in the Seattle area was $500,000. That same single-family home in the Spokane County area, $175,000. So if you can't afford a home there, consider looking for a home and a job over here. On the other hand, if you can afford a home in the Seattle area and you own one, sell it. Buy 3 or 4 over here. We'd love to have you. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a topic that I know is foremost on the minds of many of you out there, and that's transportation in the Greater Spokane area. Joining me today is Wayne Williams, chairman of Greater Spokane Incorporated. Now, Wayne, tell me, what are some of the biggest transportation challenges in the Spokane area?
Well, Jason, we really don't have any.
No, oh, come on. Surely we have some transportation challenges.
Well, I don't believe we have transportation challenges like the other 199 largest cities in the U.S. do.
Okay.
And the primary reason is the Texas Transportation Institute found in 2005 study that the average Seattleite spent 72 hours a year in traffic, wow, compared to Spokane in this region of 8 hours per year.
Really? Well, that's a lot more Star Trek I could watch.
Star Trek, some businesses, and for those type A personalities, they can work longer, or you can play and have fun with your family, which Spokane is a great place to do that.
Oh. So where does GSI fit into all of this?
Well, we continue to work on top key transportation issues. For our corridor, the Inland Northwest Hub, we'll be talking about that in future broadcasts, but the primary benefit for this is people looking at the Spokane area and wanting to move here. They have a lot of great opportunities to get to and from the places they want to work or play quickly. Also, our airport just recently was up in transportation and moving people in and out of Spokane about 7.4%. You can get from downtown Spokane to and from the airport in 10 minutes or less. And
oh, wow.
For those of us that live in the greater region, you can typically get to and from the airport within less than 30 minutes.
Oh, very good. Well, thank you for the update, and thank you for joining us,
as
bet. Always.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back. One of the things that we wanted to look at was this idea of ideation. This is something that Greater Spokane Incorporated has brought on. And with me here today is Rich Hadley, CEO and President, to talk about ideation. Now, Rich, I know one of the principal questions on everyone's mind right now, probably the top question, is ideation a word?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because, yes, we've gotten that question many times, and it is. It is a word. And in our case, it's a word that means idea generation.
Oh, okay. Okay. So tell me a little bit about it. Tell me about why it's beneficial to Spokane to have this and what's happening with it.
Jason, we're on an idea hunt, if you will. We're on a path to create the 100 best ideas that will help this entire region be more dynamic and more prosperous in the next 10 years.
Very good. So it looks like you have a stack of ideas here, I'm guessing. What are some of the top ideas that you have found so far?
Well, one of the ideas that ties into what Wayne Williams talked about, traffic congestion, we don't have any. One of the suggestions is that we keep that by having hot air balloon service between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene on a daily basis.
Okay, any other ideas that you have in there?
Well, yes, actually, one of the ideas that's sort of far-reaching is we should have a goal to host the Olympics in 2020. We should become nationally recognized as a medical center. We're well on our way with that, with a new medical school, a new school of nursing. Lots of the ideas were about education and workforce. And this one, as an example, says what we need is a better skills development program so that older folks who are about to retire and young folks get into technical jobs.
Sure. Do you mind if I look at one?
No, I'd rather you wouldn't. No, I'm just kidding.
So this one, hey, I have an idea to whoever wrote this. Penmanship. It's a good thing. So, well, thank you, Rich, for joining us. As always, look forward to seeing you again sometime.
Thank you.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Greater Spokane Incorporated Acceleration Report. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on YouTube, iTunes, and on our website at greaterspokaneincorporated.org. There you can also submit your idea to our ideation list. We welcome your ideas, and remember, there are no dumb ideas, just dumb people. Thank you for joining us.